Hi. That took a moment. My mic didn't want to work. Still Queen of the Jank! Yeah. Hi. Hi. I'm Koary Koi. I'm an anglerfish. You'd think we would be playing a fishing game, but no. We're gonna be playing farms. We're gonna have us a farm. Maybe we'll catch some fish. Maybe we'll raise some fish. But we're gonna be farmers. I hope you're having a good day. I think I had a good day. It happened. It happened and it's over. And that's good. So, you know, can't go wrong there, right? So, yeah. Anyway. I'm cute. I'm so cute. My goodness. How do you put up with this much cute in any given time? I don't understand it. I certainly don't. Drives me nuts. I go crazy little times. Little times. I can words so good. Hi, Leather and Lace. Glad you're here. Oh, glad you'll be back. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna pop over to Stardew and just start playing, cause them Stardews, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Hi. How's maybe I should be a little more. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Brain no make words good is true. I wish I could. I wish I were good at that. I am not the good. It's just what happens. I can make noises at you real good. How's sounds? Is sounds good? Is sounds mixed good? Am anything too loud or too soft? If I need to adjust anything, just let me know. I'll keep an eye out. If your ears start bleeding, I am not technically responsible. Yeah. Yeah, legally. You decided to come. Sounds like rain. 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 Spirits. Oh, I don't think I've had a day in this entire playthrough so far where we have actually had the spirits pleased beyond just like, it's fine. Like, that's the most I get from them is like, yeah, we'll tolerate you today. It's so rude. I would like the spirits to play along just a little bit, you know? Maybe, I don't know, maybe give me a chance to get more than mud and stone from geodes, because I'm starting to rack them up if I remember correctly. We had quite a few that were taking up space in one of our chests. Ah, hi. Yeah, you're mine now. Ha ha. You're not a flower, but you'll do. McKnit, you mentioned last time that you played this a while ago. Um, I was just curious if you had played since any of the updates that went through that like gave you moss on trees or any of that. Cause that's a thing now. You'll see it in the next season, I suppose. But it yeah, flower. Hi flower. But yeah, you can harvest moss and moss seeds in this now. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Uh I had to go get my spring onions. I don't know why I obsess over the spring onions, but I absolutely do, and I will not go without them. Um, it will be the end of all things if I forget my spring onions consistently. Yeah, if you last played August 2024, I don't think you've seen some of the weirder things we're eventually going to encounter in this playthrough because yeah, they've added some stuff. We're gonna make you blue, blue, blue for ocean things. Everyone loves what? Grunwines? What? Uh, no, no, what? Do not know. That's a new word for me. I didn't know this was my dictionary of the daytime, but okay. That's a new one. Or is this gonna be like oh green that I was afraid this was gonna be like the grundle. But no, green onions makes total sense and I like that way better. Like Funyun, yeah, Grunion. That makes way more sense than the horrible things my nightmare brain was creating. Thank you for fixing it. Grunion, yes. You're a smart cookie. I am I am a creature of the abyss. Whee! Ah, I'm so glad we got the hat. I'm so glad we remembered the hat. Hat's important. Hat's super important. Keeping it family friendly for now. For now, excuse me. This is a good Christian stream right here. Don't mess it up for me, man. Don't don't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna start scheduling Vespers streams, so we can all say our evening prayers together, like good Christians. God, I'm a hopeless nerd. Uh, yeah. Hey, Kawari, do you just want to talk for 2 hours about archaic church things? Not even for churches you belonged to? Just weird church history that you might know? I mean, that there's always a risk of me going off on a tangent for like 40 minutes about something that matters to absolutely nobody but myself. That is what you sign up for joining these streams. Yeah. Yeah. I can never guarantee where things are going to go, but I try to keep them decent. Speaking of decent, oh my god. Oh my god. Have you seen the most decent cat ever? There is a like the church history of liquid bread. There's also the church history of flatbread. But it's important. Do you know Piari? Piari is the most decent cat, and I love her, and so does everybody because she's so good. Uh, Piari is a cat. I think on TikTok. I know on YouTube's. Um, and she is just the most chill. And her owner's mom, like the first video that went viral, I guess, was was just one of those when your mom says or when your parent says they don't want an animal and then like over affection on the animal type thing. Yeah. Um so it was when your mom says she doesn't want a cat, but then it becomes the favorite daughter, and it's this little like Russian blue cat, it looks almost like, and she's dressed in full sari, and she's all coordinated, and she's got like press on jewelry on her nose and as a bindi, like cat safe stickers, but just and then the mom who didn't want her goes, "Oh, Piari, you're so decent. You're the most decent cat. All the boy cats will want you." And it's oh my god, it's a series of videos of this cat being dressed up like a China doll and being totally happy about it. And I think it's delightful. It brings me such incredible joy. If you haven't seen Piari, you need Piari. La 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 la. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Right. I can buttons. I can buttons so good. So the internet is a series of tubes, and the internet is made of cats. Does that make the internet tube cats, therefore ferrets? It fits, like, the attention span, if nothing else. But I maintain the internet is made of ferrets. The Avenue Q thing the internet is for. Yes, yes. I I do love me some Avenue Q. I should do a we should do a karaoke night at some point that's all like Broadway songs, but not like "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." Instead, we'll do like "The internet is really, really great." We'll have fun with it. What do I want to do? What did I want to do? I had a whole thing that I was thinking I would do, and then I got to talking about Piari, and I got totally distracted by cute cats, and this is all your fault. This is entirely your fault. I'm holding you to blame. Uh, I appreciate your cooperation in this matter. I don't have I have nothing. My God, I have nothing. And there, where you are standing, nothing. And there, where that desk is, nothing. Doom, 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 doom. Go home now. My brain is made of no. My brain is made of Eska. You see this thing on my head? You see my little sticky outy bit? That's where my brains is. It's actually just the bacteria in there that make me think and sometimes help me talk. But that's where all the brains is. That's it. There are no more brains anywhere else, just there. Uh so that's probably what explains it all. All the English no words good and all the no thinky things is just that all of my brains live in the tiny bacteria at the top of my head. This is the best you're gonna get. There is no brains here. Oh no, now that song's in my head. Oh, 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 oh. I got I got something in. I got something in to help with streaming purposes because I have mentioned how janktastic everything is here in the kingdom of jank. Um, a lot of my setup is like pieced together and like this cord running into this adapter into that adapter into that so that way I can play like weird old games on a modern monitor, which itself takes a sort of technomancy, I suppose. Not as much as it used to, but it still doesn't make itself easy. And I just got a new piece in that should let me pop my GameCube onto the this. And when I do that, when the GameCube goes onto the this, it'll be really exciting because I have a game I super want to play and hopefully will get to and not have any issue with. Um, and it's one of those games that like I'm super excited to get to play for people because it wasn't very well remembered. There was a lot of opportunity, several opportunities for it to be like celebrated or like remade or like sequelized or something. But no, that never happened. So, uh, hopefully, if all goes well, gonna be playing Eternal Darkness soon enough. Um, and yeah, if you haven't seen that game, I think it's actually gonna be just as funny as it will be scary because that game does get to the ooh pretty easy and pretty good. But also that game was built to fuck with you on old CRT monitors. Um, Psycho Mantis wasn't the only fourth wall break in that era, that generation of video game. Uh, literally the first time I played Eternal Darkness, I thought I found basically the video game version of The Ring and I had just sealed my own fate and I was going to die. It's awesome. It's such a great game. But I think a lot of those mechanics don't translate super well nowadays when you don't have like, you know, volume knobs and things like that. So we'll see how it goes. If nothing else, we'll be able to giggle at some of the more like incongruous and anachronistic bits nowadays. But yeah, if you haven't seen Eternal Darkness, it's a super cool game. It's got a pretty wild history. Uh, fourth wall break within a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls. Oh bless. The only thing I can say to that. There's only one true response to something like that, and that is spoon. Thank you. But yeah, Eternal Darkness, it's a wild game, and it almost got a sequel, and then it almost got a spiritual successor, and both went flop. Just no more good. It was even supposed to be an N64 game, and then they were like running into all of these programming issues with a lot of the fourth wall breaks that they do. Uh, so it got delayed and delayed and delayed, and then it finally came out on the GameCube like 3 years after it was meant to. But weird bit of trivia for you: if you look at the back, if you if you manage to find an original N64 box, like the one you'd get from Toys R Us or whatever, Walmart, KB Toys, wherever you picked up your or electronics boutique to bring it way back for you. Yeah. Wherever you picked up your N64, if you get one of those original like manufacturer boxes, on the back there's a whole showcase of all the games that are coming to this system, and you've got, like Perfect Dark back there, and I think Zelda, maybe even Donkey Kong. You got like just stills from all these games that you know. And then in the middle of it, there's one that you can't. You're like, what? What is? I don't. And it's Eternal Darkness. It's just a single still from Eternal Darkness, and that was all we saw of the game for several years, something like 5 years. It was just this big surprise for everybody when it came out, and was one of the most unnerving horror games of its time. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. We here at Kawariko appreciate your cooperation and sincerely value your attention. Thank you. We're a forager. Alright. Oh, good lightning rods. I need those. Also, because I'm just gonna nerd out about this now. I know we're playing a cozy game, but I'm just gonna sit here and be normal and talk about the spooky game I want to play. Yeah, I keep getting mildly perturbed or like mildly pleasant. There is nothing beyond mild when it comes to the good stuff, so we're holding out on all of those geodes until we finally get something here. Uh but yeah, I was saying a thing. I was saying a thing about spooky games and about Eternal Darkness and nerding out about it, and then I was gonna go somewhere and I don't remember where I was gonna go. Oh, tomorrow's the flower dance. Ah, fascinating, Captain. Cutie, cutie. Holding out for a hero. No. Hero. We're holding out for a hero. Then we can invite him to our birthday party. It'll be a great time. Nothing can go wrong. uh, hero. I don't know why I amuse myself so much with that. Da 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 da. I feel like I had some whole grand plan when we were starting this last time, and I haven't remembered it, which is, kind of par for the course. So at least things stay consistent. But I wasn't I just foraging mostly for this first season, just to try to like build up some skills and stuff in that side of things. And yeah, I feel like that was what we were doing. Gotta get our grunions. They're grunions. It would have been it would have been absolutely hilarious if they just thinking about it some more because I fixate. That's my special superpower. Um, how funny it would be if that game actually did come out on the N64 because some of the things it did were absolutely vile. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited to play. I have a few GameCube games that, so long as everything goes well, will be like really great to actually stream. Uh, so one of them is this. Okay, so we're just gonna talk games today, guys. So let me start by saying the Dreamcast was criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. Persecutable in a court of law. It is a thing. There were so many amazing games for the Dreamcast. So many great games. And like a lot of them got ported to the GameCube or the PS2 or even the Xbox. Like Jet Grind Radio, Jet Set Radio Future. That was a Dreamcast series. That was a Sega series initially that got moved to Xbox, and we do love that around here. Uh, there was also one of the best ridiculous horror games ever called Illbleed, and I have not gotten my hands on a copy of that since I was a wee bairn, baby fishy. Um, but that game is hard to describe because it is a horror game, but it's also it is okay. It is the Gremlins of horror games. I know that sounds weird, but let me explain. So Gremlins, the movie Gremlins, right? With little Mogwai and that movie is meant to be like a satire of monster movies of the time, like the slasher monster movies of the 80s and 90s. Well, 70s, 80s and 90s. Uh and then like the sequel is meant to be a satire of the original. So Illbleed is a satire of a horror game while still being a skin crawling horror game. And my god, if you've never seen Illbleed, you need to. Also, um, one of the best games on the Dreamcast was the best, in my opinion, the best Resident Evil. Sorry, I had to remember the name of the series there because Code Veronica is one of those games that gets forgotten about all the time, and it makes me sad. And Capcom's even come out and said, yeah, we're going to remaster all these other Resident Evils, but Code Veronica can just kind of chill there. We don't need it. I swear they aim to just make me cry. They want me to be even more emo than I already was. It's rude. It's absolutely rude. But as far as all that goes, the Dreamcast being a Japanese, Sega being more for the Japanese market than the English market, had some of the most amazing JRPGs you'd ever get your hands on. Just beyond explanation. I can't get into how wild some of these were. And then like the Dreamcast also did this neat thing where there were specific memory cards you could get for the system that were also mini game computers themselves. So like for one of the JRPGs I love, you can take that memory card out with your save file and just bop around playing like a little like Tiger Electronic style game on it. And while you're doing that, you're also making gold for your game file. So you're raising money while bopping around playing a little like arcade style basic shooter or whatever. And then suddenly you're 300 gold richer and you have a lot more of the game available to you. Dear diary, mood apathetic. My life's just spiraling downward. Ugh. I realized the other day, and by the other day I mean like a month ago, that I still remember almost that entire song. I wasn't proud of myself, but I was kind of impressed, if that makes sense. Like, Chow Garden! Yes! 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 Very much yes. At the amount of games that just let you like have another game in nesting doll games. Sega is great at nesting doll games. Um, yeah, yeah, I love it. I love it so much. So I have actually one of those games. It got a Dreamcast port, or Dreamcast got a GameCube port, rather. I can words. Remember we talked about how good I am at the wordsing? I'm such a wordser. I'm an expert wordser. That's why you hang around, right? Because I word so good. Anyway, um, this fun steampunky pirate airship type of nonsense game called Skies of Arcadia got a GameCube release, and it doesn't have the VMU capabilities, so you can't make extra gold. So it's a little they modified it, right? They made a few adjustments for it to do um, other systems because uh, the Sega Dreamcast was decades beyond its time. It had an optional touchpad you could buy. It had a lot of things that you would expect from game consoles in like 2010. Now I'm not going to pretend that I even thought to say that they always worked as well as they should have or worked as well as the tech of the 2010s. I mean, you want to talk some jank, some of the old video game tech, like the peripherals are amazingly hilarious. We should have a day where we just talk about how bad some of those peripherals were. Like okay, a lot of them tried. They tried so hard, and there were things that they tried to do that were admirable. Like okay, everybody knows the Power Glove. We don't need to talk about the Power Glove. Except we do, because the NES Power Glove wasn't the only Power Glove. There was also a third-party Power Glove that was made for the N64 and the PlayStation 1. I want you to imagine trying to play like one of the first Gran Turismo games, right? With a Power Glove. Just think about that. Or even more hilariously, you wanna like compound jank there. Superman 64 with a Power Glove. I have tried it. I have failed. I think I got about 30 seconds of functionality out of that before I just went but oh my god. Oh my god, it was the funniest thing. And like, okay. So, yay, progress saved. Anyway, I'm I'm just gonna go off and nerd here today, my dudes. Ah. So so the Power Glove for the third party one was arguably more functional than the NES one, but that's like saying I mean the bar was 6 inches deep with the NES one. Am I right? The only thing worse than that for that system was the Virtual Boy, the migraine machine, Nintendo certified migraine maker. Uh, oh my god! But they also had. I'm trying to figure out if I can explain this without using my hands because words, right? Um, there was meant to be a peripheral that completely eradicated most need for controller, it kind of looked like a battleship game piece, you know, where it's that like laptop fold out. Um, but it was supposed to, based on where you had your hand in its mapping, you were supposed to be able to control your character's movement through that for the NES. Aha. I want you to think about how well that didn't go, because however bad you think it was, you're right, and then probably some more. Um, Absolutely wild nonsense. And then, 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 Sega, back to Sega, back to the Dreamcast. They tried to do a touchpad like the Wii U in 1998. It didn't go great, but they tried it. There was also a full keyboard accessory for the Dreamcast, which you probably know about because there was that whole Typing of the Dead game that me and everybody loved. Hi. Huh. Guys, it's my first time in the mines. I've yearned for this. Ah. No, you have to admire the gumption because, like, okay, honestly, 1950s to 1980s technical advancements were basically made by imagination and a lack of a fear of consequences. And that applies to video games as much as it does rocket science. We didn't know how bad things could get, so we just kept trying. And, you know, what's gonna happen? What's the worst that could happen? Boom! It's some wild shit, man. You ever want to see like the wildest of wild stuff? Um Look in to some of those old scientists, like old 1950s, 1916 science or 1950s, 1960s scientists. Um the one that immediately comes to mind is Jack Parsons, who is considered the father of modern rocketry. Um he had he had some really fascinating ideas about what to do with his free time and who to hang out with. And you know that Ozzy Osbourne song, the Mr. Crowley, bow bow bow, what went wrong in your head? Yeah, that is written about Aleister Crowley, who was this, I mean, arguably a cult leader in England at the time. Um, but he was this new age philosopher that had at the very least a cult of personality. And uh and Jack Parsons believed a lot of what he had to say, which is funny because I'm pretty sure I played the plot line of what he had to say in one of my first D&D campaigns. uh so you know. Yeah, the cult leader. That's what the song is about, is that he's a cult leader. He's not the man he says he is. He's a fascinating, if highly problematic individual. Um I'm just shy for the rare crow. That's so cruel. I'll have to come back next year. How dare you? How dare you do this to me? Oh, Elliot, you're so sweet. Um oh, rude. Yes, of course you wanted to bring your fishing pole. But yeah, um yeah, Jack Parsons, the guy who figured out a lot of what our rockets are based on, our rocket technology is based on, uh, believed Aleister Crowley, like, wrote to him. I hate to use this so on the nose, but wrote to him religiously. To the point where Crowley was reported to, like, complain about how active his correspondence with Jack Parsons was. Uh, And then you have like, okay, I'm just tangenting now. Um, I'm just tangenting off of tangents, and we're just gonna. I guess we're just gonna chill with that, unless one of you tells me to shut up. Jack Parsons. Oh, you're right. Jack Parsons. Jack Chick. Jack Chick. I I used to collect Chick tracts actually. I had like in my own personal library of them. I find most of them to be cartoonishly hilarious in a camp sort of way. It's not like they're trying to be anything but sincere, but neither is my preschooler cousin when he tries to talk to me about the flying lizards that he dreamed up that he swears are totally real, you know? Like not dragons, just flying lizards. It's he believes it. He's certain they exist. His dream was real, therefore they are real. You know, not every piece of logic is sound. Cartoonists do wish they could be that. There is so much of that in life where like I wish I could be as funny as the way the world reacts to me, like if that makes sense. Like the things that end up popping up out of nowhere and surprising me are so out of left field. I think they're in another sport. I think it's a hockey puck, no longer a baseball, you know? Uh I I have stories I can't tell because they would be it would be way too easy to identify me from some of them, but I have seen some of the most wild uh workplace incidents and some of the most wild real life incidents that I could spend like 10 years trying to write out one of these scenarios and not have it come out as smoothly as it did IRL. we had like we had a couple good Jacks thinking about it. Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby's pretty great. There are two Jack Kirbys that are pretty great. Um one of them was a lawyer. One of them is the reason File Kirby is named Kirby. Uh allegedly named after the lawyer that saved Nintendo when Universal tried to sue their pants off over Donkey Kong infringing on King Kong. Is a whole thing. And then you have Jack Kirby, the cartoon or the comic book artist. He was pretty cool. I don't need to say more than that. He was pretty cool. there's a podcast that I like listening to called Behind the Bastards. And I'll tell you because it's just us fishes here. Uh, Behind the Bastards is an old cracked.com personality doing these like biographical deep dives on some of the worst people in history. And I do mean the worst. We are talking like some dictators, we're talking some like people who've done major harm to society, and then Oprah did like 6 episodes on Oprah. It was a whole thing. Can Gunther tell me about this, or I might have already given it to Gunther. I'm still mad I can't romance Gunther. I would absolutely date the archaeologist. Instead of getting a sewing machine or a library, we just get like a triceratops skull in the middle of the bedroom, and I'd be so happy. I'd feel like my internet cage was finally satisfied. You know? Oh, Oprah has uh Oprah has platformed a lot of really terrible people. Like consistently platformed really terrible people because she doesn't necessarily make sure the right research happens before she says anything about somebody historically. Uh, not going to get into all of it right now, but it's a whole thing. You can honestly just like Google search some of that. Yeah. But she's lived such a large life that like it takes a long time to talk about everything she's, you know, been around or accidentally done or she was we're not going to get into that one. We're not going to get into that. That's a whole mess that I don't want to go off on a tangent on that right now. My opinions don't need to be well known. Any hoozle. Ta ta ta. I I want to. There were a lot, yeah. I mean, again, that whole cult of personality thing. You get somebody who's really good at being charismatic and making people feel seen and appreciated and valued, and that instills a lot of loyalty in most people. Seen any movies lately? Uh, so actually went to see one of my favorite films in theaters, kind of impromptu, about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know. Time is a lie, you know. Um, but yeah, went to see uh the Who's a What's It's. You know, the one with the guy and the chick and that thing and the stuff and they do stuff. Yeah, that movie. It was great. It was absolutely great. I'd go see it again. So now that the brain's working, uh, Perfect Blue. I went to see Perfect Blue in theaters because there was a like not a revival showing, an anniversary showing, and that was so good. Oh my god, I forgot how much I love that movie. And if you haven't seen it, um, it's really great. It's really disturbing. It's honestly just as relevant now as it was when it was made 30 years ago, but it's a film on like it's a commentary on like idol culture and the toxicity of idol fandoms taken to extremes and like what what happens to the personality of the person as the idol becomes more important to society and like a whole series of things wrapped up in a murder mystery. It's so good. Oh, and pop songs. Absolutely great pop songs. And one thing I love about it is, I've seen it more times than I have digits. Um, and every time I watch it, I pick up another little tell because the movie simultaneously tells you everything and nothing. It's great. It's the same director who did Paprika, and I want to say the first Ghost in the Shell movie, or maybe standalone comp. I did something Ghost in the Shell. I need 4,000 gold. I have everything else. I need 4,000 gold. But time to go mine. I yearn for the mines. Me and my very good hat. Let's go! It's so quiet. It's so spooky. Hi! Ah! Hi! Gimme! Yay! Oh, I'm gonna die. Let's fix this. La 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 la. Spooktacular. That's what this is. Oh, look at those critical hits. 4 whole points. Woo! We're rolling in dough now. Nothing's gonna stop us, y'all. But yeah, Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue is great. Um, I think so I'm professionally bad at movies and TV. Uh, like honestly, I can't keep up with anything. I'm up to date ish on like 3 anime right now, and that is new. That is the first time in my life that I am watching things I am more or less up to date on. I won't say completely, but I'm up to date on Frieren. Frieren is one of the best things I've ever seen in my whole life. Uh, oh, the spoop was just me trying to fight a slime with a sad little baby sword. Um, but yeah, Frieren. If you haven't seen it, Frieren is what happens when basically when Lord of the Rings has enough time to percolate in Japanese culture. Uh, it's you got like a Tolkien style elf, lives five ever. Humans are weird with all of their extremely passionate responses to having to live such a short life, and man, these humans are cute. Sure are cute. And then and then suddenly it's the end of the journey. Like the anime starts at the end after they've done the whole kill the big bad guy. I'm giving you spoilers for like the first 10 minutes of the anime, okay? Like this is not ruining anything for you. Um but like they beat the bad guy. All the humans are doing human things in their like kind of, coming to terms with the amount of time, the amount of their life they just spent fighting the bad guy. And Frieren, our Tolkien style elf, is like, okay, cool. I guess I'll see you in like 50 years or so. Y'all will still be alive, right? That's what humans do. Humans stay alive another 50 years, right? Yeah. Okay, humans, bye. And then she comes back, and that's where the anime really starts. It it is so heartfelt and so well done, and the characters are so well rounded. I feel like there's a better term, but there is no aspect of one dimensionality to pretty much any of the characters that you get to know. And then like it's so strange because usually the type of anime I'm into are like mecha anime or like big giant robots, or like really intriguing or like cerebral sort of storylines. Like Ghost in the Shell is my favorite. Ghost in the Shell is my favoriteest favorite. Um, but boy howdy, if you haven't seen My Dress Up Darling and you want an anime that makes you feel good with no real sense of drama or consequences, you should watch this cosplay anime about a neurotic dude and the pretty girl he helps make cosplays for. It is so comfy. It is just I I'm smiling talking about it. Oh my god. No, My Dress Up Darling is just it is so antithetical to what I usually watch for my animes, and I need to go watch more of it probably like tomorrow and catch up because I think I have a couple episodes I'm behind on, and that's a crimes. Um and then and then I have my haunts girls. Yeah, the characters are all solid and dynamic in Freerin. Yes, they're all full characters. Like you can actually kind of map out pieces of their personality because they're so well rounded. Like it's fascinating. It's so technically well done. So is My Dress Up Darling. And then my current obsession is haunts. Um I don't remember the last time I loved a sports anime. I don't know if there's ever been a time I've loved a sports anime as much as I love these horse girl idols. Uh, I, there are not words. First off, the attention to detail is something that you used to see at like, okay, you remember when Disney parks were known for being full immersive worlds? Like Disney and Universal and all that used to be like massively immersive worlds. You felt like you were in the storybooks or in the movies. Um, that's kind of what we have as far as how they relay the actual horses through the horse girls. Like, yes, all of their little decora are in relation to what their jockeys wore or what was on their oh, words are hard, on their hoods, or anything like that. You've got Silent Suzuka, who's in the same colors as the horse, and Haru Urura wore a little Hello Kitty hood, and so she's just all in pink, and 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 that's one thing. And then the Decora is, on the left side if it was a girl horse, and on the right side if it was a boy horse. But then you get into the amount of detail that is, you would not expect this. You would not expect this from let's make a horse into a girl anime, right? You think lol lol lol, this is gonna be funny, this is gonna be great, okay, and then you watch it and you realize that they like obsessively mapped these horses to these girls, and they make them all so sincere, and you care about them even if you don't want to. Your heart just your heart breaks when they don't achieve their dreams. And I found myself crying. I found myself crying over a little horse girl who just wanted to run, and and she had bad knees. And so her mom used to rub her legs and massage them, and while she was a little girl, and so she could run. And now that she can run, because she couldn't even walk, now that she can run, it's all she wants to do. Uh, uh, that and eat. Ogre Cap is amazing, and there's like, they managed to tell the horses' stories so accurately and sincerely, minus the fact that horses are tank birds, and will suffocate if they break a leg too badly. Uh, they don't. There's no horse die. There's just, oh no, you can no more race horse. So that's pleasant. That takes a lot of the edge off when you know what actually happens to horses. Uh, but like, you, man, do you want to cry about girls that just want to run? Because you will. You will cry so hard wanting these girls to just be able to run like they want to. You just want to give them head pats and tell them it'll be okay. And oh my god, not that I have feelings about this, of course. I horses, whatever. Yeah, horse girls, puh, whatever. I, it's Keijo is your favorite sports anime aside from Uma Musume? That's legit. That's very legit. I like. I genuinely can't remember another sports anime that I would go back and watch. And now, like, Uma Musume is on the same level as Ghost in the Shell for me, where I've got to show it to people. I've got to make sure they know, and they're part of the cult of horse. They've got a haunts, man. And then because they had to go the extra mile with it, right? They added a pop idol element. So the horse girls that win have to do a concert. They have to sing and dance after they race these thousands of meters at top speed. And Oh my god. Oh my god. I know I'm saying that a lot. I'm sorry. I words are so hard and I'm just full of feelings. Profound amounts of joy and haunts and confusion and delight and haunts. Saw Megalobox a few years back. The first season was good. I mean, the first season of that was quite good. It don't be mad, but it very much reminded me of the Hugh Jackman robot fight movie. What was that? What was that called? Where he was the robo boxer? You know, I okay, there are so the game just got localized this past year for Uma Musume. So there's a lot of things that we haven't gotten to see yet, but we eventually will. And there is a Hans which is Yandere AF. She is the horse itself was known to be obsessively attached to its one rider. I think Real Steel is the name. I think Real Steel is the name of that movie. Yeah, yeah. Chappie was the one with the D Antwoord and Hugh Jackman. So I understand the confusion. But no, this is him as just like dude is a boxer who's not able to professionally box for plot reasons and he ends up controlling a robo boxer. So it's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, but with Transformers, I guess. Aesthetically, is what it boils down to, and it's a surprisingly good movie. Like it's full of heart for being as goofy a premise as it ends up being in execution. Um, yeah, it's man, Real Steel. Thank you for doing the name thing there. Yeah, Chappie wasn't a robo boxing movie. Chappie was a robo theft movie. Heists is a crimes. Also, also Chappie 100% looks like Bastion from Overwatch, and you can't convince me otherwise. Same manufacturer, same manufacturer. That's my personal canon for that. Chappie takes place in the Overwatch universe. Just sit on that for a sec. Let it let it percolate. I know you're gonna hate it, but that's part of the fun. That's yeah. Let the hate flow through you, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh, you saw a misspelling at work the other day that you're gonna share? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm afeared. I'm afeared. Give it. Give it. Do it. Do it. And other normal noises. I need money. I need money. Money, 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 money. Money. I hope your gay is going well too, McNitt. Thank you. that is that is so good. That is so good. Oh my god. Yes. That brings me joy. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, welcome to Kawari FM. It's just what happens. I can't help it. There is a constant rotating playlist in the back of my head, and sometimes it makes sense, and sometimes it's triggered by words you say, and so it's your fault. Um, at those instances, that's your fault. And sometimes it's just something that decides I haven't thought about it in like 5 or 10 years and decides to pop up and be like, "Hey, girl, hey." Uh, for example, like over the summer, I had a song stuck in my head all summer, and I don't think anybody has thought of the song in too many years. And it was like an old dance beat song, and yeah, it just kind of lived there. It wasn't Cotton Eye Joe, but it was like that same sort of vibe. I hated it. It was so much fun. Let's go. Let's go fight in the mines a little bit. I suppose I should, get down there. I guess. I want a real sword. Please to give me a real sword. Please to give me a real sword. I. Uh, okay, again, I am just a vehicle for references and memes. I am the avatar of internet references in some ways. There's a web series called Duralius and Associates over on God that it was on the Escapist web channel when that was a thing, and it's best described as everyone's worst D&D party. But at one point they encounter the Lady of the Lake. Yes, that Lady of the Lake. She is psychotic and a professional grade troll. And so she gives one of the hero type dudes a biscuit as a legendary blade. And I feel like I have the biscuit. This feels like the biscuit right now. I'm going to die to slimes. I am the throwback queen. Look, I have games in my collection that I think are turning 50 next year. Yeah, I've got at least one game that's turning 50 next year. Um, which is pretty cool, honestly, IMO. I I think it's really neat that I've managed to find games and that games are able to continue to work after that long, honestly. But yeah, I am the queen of the throwbacks and the queen of the jank. Welcome to my kingdom. It is loud and confusing, but we like it here. Ah, 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 ha, ha. No, no, no. I want to live. I need those. I need those. I don't need you, Leek. You know what? Bye bye. What I need is more space. Ugh. So hard to be me. So hard to be me. Life is cruel. Die, alien scum. Yay. Rock. Rock go boom. Rock go boom. Um, so, so, so I am compelled to tell you about my favoriteest horse girl. Um, because you must know, and I must spread the gospel of best girl. Wait, you're still mostly or mildly obsessed with a game from a mostly dead IP released in '99, last functional game series. What series? I'm curious. Can you tell me? Cause like my one of my favorite series I just found out the other day is coming back. Uh it's a it's a sci-fi horror game based on based on a movie which is based on a book. Uh it's over the top and goofy and I love it, and it's Parasite Eve and they're bringing it back. They are bringing back, it's called Parasite Mutant is the new one coming out. Uh I think I screamed at the TV. I think I saw that on like a YouTube video recommendation, and I think I just screamed and played the video and then had to play it again because I didn't catch all of the noises because I was too busy screaming. Because oh my god, Parasite Eve. I used to cosplay the main character from the first game. And okay, and like my best friend and I used to do oh, Star Siege. Okay. That makes sense. Um well, what was I was saying a thing. I oh yeah, my best friend and I separately made the terrible decisions to like start cosplaying our favorite, I guess, niche characters, although they didn't seem niche at the time, and nobody knew who we were. Uh, I was cosplaying Aya Brea, and everybody thought I was Claire from Resident Evil. Um, and my bestie cosplayed the main character from Ergo Proxy, and everybody thought she was Amy Lee from Evanescence. And we had to comfort each other over that. It was hard. It was sad. Oh, sorry. Loud noises. Loud noises and a rooster. Everything's awful. Somewhat mildly perturbed. Ah. Ah. I've been exploring the old mine. Get 10 slimes. Fine. I'll do it. Burp. Excuse me. Yeah. I feel you though. Like Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve and Parasite Eve 2 were on the PlayStation 1. And then Parasite Eve Third Birthday, which is denounced by half of the 5 of us still in the fandom. That came out on the PSP, and that was the last entry into the series. And they just announced that Parasite Mutant is coming out next year, and so now I have to get a PS5. Officially. I need it. I will I'll get other games, but I am absolutely buying a console for a game. And I'm not even sorry. I think this is the first time I've ever done that. Because, like, with new consoles, I usually have, like, a 5-game rule, right? Like, there need to be 5 games for me to, like, flip my shit and figure out how to make the money happen, even when it doesn't want to. Uh, but no. I am going to drop an obscene amount of money on a PS5 just so I can keep the Earth from being a bunch of spontaneous combusting mitochondria people. And I'm going to be happy about it. I will thank them for the privilege. Watch me. I need you, jerk! Jerk! Ha! Take that. And take some more of it, too. It's dark. I'm afeared. Wah! 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 I'm just a little guy. Oh no! Take joy in tap dancing on the corpse every time the garbage won't the IP fail. Oh no! Oh, that's the worst. I'm so sorry. Uh, I wish I could light my Eska. It won't show up on the screen if I do. I'm sorry. It won't do right. It will no make do. I wish I could. Maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll be a real girl and I can light up my Eska then and we can all be happy and proud of me for being a good girl. Good fish. Expert fish. What? Haha. I win. I killed the bugs. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. Gonna kill all these bugs. Gonna break all these rocks. Gonna go deep into the mines. Get stuff. Be brave. Collect things. Kill bugs. Look, another bug. Hi, bug. Yay. Bug. Way. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. I won't go out. Why you don't let me out? What? Yay! You're already proud of me. Oh, that was your first mistake. You gotta at least make me try. Koi, yay, I'm cute. Yay, you think I'm cute. Yay, I win. Get over here. Thank you for calling me cute. Look, they built me a hole. This is my hole. Ah, it's just for me. Let me through. Let me through. Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. How many more? I've only defeated. Ah! Tragedy. Oh, well, thank you. It is hard for me to get out of bed on my own. Feet are still new. Clearly. I'm just a little fish guy. Ah! Speaking of just being a little fish guy, I had a conversation with somebody recently where I did the bad. And by that I mean I gave a cognito hazard to somebody, sort of, I guess. Uh so 40K. 40K is fun and twisted. Um but it has a wicked sense of humor about it, right? Uh Specifically in this instance I'm talking about the Mechanicus. The cult of the tech priests, right? They don't Nobody has a user manual for any of the tech. They just collect it and they try to figure it out, and usually they're 40 to 60% of the way there. Feet are hard and people get uncomfortably weird about them. I don't like it. I don't like when people do that. But anyway, tech priests. Tech priests will go out of their way, right, to collect all of the best archaeotech they can find, all of this ancient, mysterious technology. Ooh, look at all of this wild ass old tech we have. What do we do with it? And then they just spend, some of them just spend their whole lives trying to figure out how to make a fucking blender work, right? Right? You know, sometimes it's, oops, that killed everybody in a 5-mile radius, and sometimes it's, oh, smoothies. But regardless, it's just a bunch of dudes trying to poke at the electricity and trying to figure out what this weird, adorable, fascinating gadget does that lives in their collection. What else does that sound like? Because to me, that sounds like Ariel. That is absolutely Ariel's grotto. You can't tell me there isn't a tech priest out there who has gadgets and gizmos aplenty, and who's its and what's its galore, and 20 thingamabobs. You cannot convince me that there isn't some devotee to the machine spirit that just goes around and has like 40 different iPods now because, oh my god, this has got to do something. Look at it. They all had one, right? They come in so many different shapes and sizes and colors, and they've got to do something. Maybe you put them together, and then you wear them, and you use them to terrify your enemies with all the incongruent sounds happening all at once. Or maybe, just maybe, this engine turbine that you found is actually just an air conditioner. Who knows? Who knows what you've done with what you found? What is your dingle hopper du jour? Yes, I know tech priests or Disney princesses is a new take. I know this. I am well aware. But you can't tell me I'm wrong. You cannot tell me I'm wrong. I won't believe you. I mean, you can try to make an argument and I'll listen, but I won't believe you unless you're very well founded in your point. I would be 0% surprised if we just get a tech priest Ariel. I need to get a voice distorter and then just Vox, a Vox style voice distorter so I can sing part of your world, the tech priest edition. uh, anyway, I'm cute. I'm super fucking cute, my dudes. Um, so you remember way back when I was talking to you about horses and the horse anime? I didn't get to tell you about my favorite horse, and that's once again that is a problem. We're going to tell you about Horse Girl. Buckle in, buckle your pants. Um, there's a there's a horse girl named Rice Shower. Rice Shower is too good for this world. She is shy and sweet and quiet and dresses like a goth queen. Like, legit, her outfits all remind me of old Malice Miser outfits. And yes, I know that's a deep cut. I know. But literally, Rice Shower dresses like a toned down Mana. And I die over it a little bit. And and she doesn't want to bother anybody, and she doesn't want to make anybody sad, and she does her best to help everyone out as she can without being too much of a burden or socially anxious girl things. Not that I know anything about that. But she's also known as the Black Assassin. She's so good. She's so good because she's such a good racer. She's so fast. She goes zoom, and she but nobody loves her like she needs and deserves. And Rice Shower best girl. Rice Shower best girl. Rice Shower is best girl. I'm currently playing the Uma Musume game on I've been playing on Sundays. I might move it to Tuesdays. Uh cuz I might move some of my more longer spookier games to Sundays so I can just sit and play like Eternal Darkness for 6 hours, or no, I'm not human, and actually get endings. See, look, I got moss. You see that, McKnit? There's the moss. Um, but yeah, I've been playing Uma Musume, and I explicitly did not start with Rice Shower because I know how dumb I am, and I wanted to not mess up on my Rice Shower playthrough. I wanted to do it right. Oh, that's a sad cauliflower. Oh, that's a call of failure. Oh, duh. Why did I put you here? You don't belong there. You don't belong here. Yeah, stuff and things and other nonsense. I'm just gonna make you go bye-bye. Bye-bye. But yeah, horses. Horse girl. I'm intentionally not playing Rice Shower my first playthrough so I can make all my fuck ups and not do them to her and feel super sad about it. I want to give her the best chance to be the best girl. And I can't do that if I'm still figuring out what buttons do what. And trust me, I need help. And boy, do I need training. I need training to be a horse trainer. In my defense, it's like my first gotcha possibly ever. So so it's not like I had any basis for comparison or experience. I just went horse, and here we are. uh, it sounds like I'm a horse girl, but I'm really not. Okay, I need to make that clear. I need to make that clear. I am not. I am not some crazy horse girl. I swear. I like horses because they make no sense and they're dumb, which is kind of the same way I feel about ferrets. Honestly, it's a lot the same way I feel about ferrets. But I'd much more keep a ferret as a pet than a horse. But horses, biologically, physiologically, they don't make sense. They're birds. They're wingless birds. They have the hollow bones so they can run fast and carry their like small tank of weight. They're scared of everything, everything ever. They have been scared to death of a mild wind, like a good Victorian lady. Just a wind brushed through, and they thought of home and passed away. Horse! Horses can go from a tummy ache. You want to talk glass cannon? Don't bother. Just get a horse. Just watch a horse for a week and you'll understand glass cannon in its most intimate terms. I swear to God. They're so much personality, sure. But I don't know, man. I never wanted to personally be responsible for an ill Victorian child. And I feel even more afraid of one I can ride. Horse! This has been your Kawari moment of the day. uh, then again, I would probably be the idiot that would try to ride like a prehistoric bird. 100%. I'm not gonna pronounce this right, but the pterosaur that was like the Quetzalcoatl pterosaur. I don't know if you've ever seen those. They got to like 20 feet tall, and they walked with their wings as like prehensile toes, like fingers almost. I want to say they even had a finger on the end of their wing, like a finger or a claw or something nutso. But yeah, I would absolutely put a saddle on one of those and see how far I got. I'm guessing about 5 feet vertically. I don't know. It sounds like a good time. I need to upgrade things. I have plans for a furnace now, right? I need so much ore. So much no. Rude. I can't believe you would do this to me. I just wanted to make a furnace so I could make stuff, and I can't make a furnace because I have to go collect more copper. Ah. I know. I know I need to build a chest to put in the mines. I know, we're not there yet. We're not quite there yet in our mines adventures, but we'll get there. Don't worry. Uh... Oh no, I forgot I don't have the magnetic ring. Oh no. Oh my god, I'm so dumb sometimes. I am a professional. If only my mother could see me now. She'd be so proud. Oh, no, I know about the chest on level 10. I was leaving it because I didn't have space at the time, obviously. So, we should probably go get that though, you're right. Da 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 da, get the chest. Boot! Where's the cat? Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and boots and boots and beep. Ba-ba-da. Yay. Hooray. Now, knife, you go in there. Now we go home. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Oh my god, McNair, I just saw your kiss the girl there. You fantastic monster. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, my oh my, look the marine too shy, ain't gonna miss the shot. Wow, wow. Um, so circling back here to 40K and nerd music and 40K. Uh, there's a YouTuber named Cole McGinnis who a lot of people know because he did like really good covers of video game songs, like or just nerd songs. Like he did a great cover of the Parting Glass, which is the last song at the end of Black Flag. And he did a great cover of Misty Mountains Cold from the Hobbit thing. And that dude just did like 40 Warhammer songs. And I mean like Warhammer songs. Like oh my god. Slanesh and Nurgle and Korn each got a song. Uh the best chapter of the Space Marines got a song. Just saying. Salamanders got their own song. Chaos Marines got like you need to check this out. If you're at all a 40K fan, it is like he called it Space Shanties, I think is the name of the album that he's putting together. Um and a lot of them are shanty vibes. A lot of them also feel like Firefly Filk in a way, just tonally. But oh my god, dude, this music, I think I've had it on repeat. I have had Slanesh's song on repeat, which, you know, we don't need to get into that, but no, Slanesh's song is like shockingly good. It is, oh my god. But yeah, Cole McGinnis, Space Shanties. Tell your friends. I don't think I'm ever gonna see Happy Spirits. I don't think they're here for me, man. I think the spirits are mostly interested in making sure I have the baddest time available. There is so what's really cool about this album, honestly, is it's not just like LOL, we are now Space Marines, haha. Nah, like okay, so like the Chaos Marines have a song, and dude really does a good job of getting in the head of like the quote unquote enlightened Chaos Marine. Uh about, you know, oh well, Emperor done lied to you. Uh but the fucking pardon me, the the Slanesh song is called More, and obviously I fixated on that too. Fixating today. Fixating Thursday. Not quite as alliterative as Fixating Friday, but we work with what we got here in the Kingdom of Jank. It's my god. Dude has like glissando cellos and violins in there. And one thing that I noticed, and I'm telling you now because you might not catch it when you go to listen to it yourself, and it's one of those details that like gives me the good shivers. Um, as the song goes on, and you know within the story of it fall deeper into Slanesh's trap, as it were, you have a vocal overlay. So it's not just Colm singing. There's a female voice as a harmony, and it like if you know, you know, right? It's that level of detail, just like Hans. Such detail, so good. Flower! I can make flowers now! Yay! Flower! Flower! Flower time! Flower! Flower, go here. Ah! Wrong spot! Flower. I was just sad that like the Harlequins didn't get a song. That was my one complaint so far. He might release another, who knows? But my one complaint to this is that my Harlequins have not had good musical representation. And and as we all know, as everybody knows because I only speak the truth, Harlequins are clearly the best part of the Eldar and the best part of 40k in general, and I have spoken. And clearly I'm never wrong, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Bird. Boy. Get off my beach. My beach. You can't have it. It's mine. I licked it. Beware, see? That that sounds like an evolution for Beware that we're gonna get in the next Pokemon iteration. I don't know, Pokemon Sparkle and Shine or something. We'll just get Bewaracy, and it'll just be a Beware that evolves to wear like a nun's habit on its head. That's what I'm going with. You can follow or not. I'm fine either way. But that's my new head canon. The shiny ones come with a paddle now. Oh, right. I haven't done anything. I barely talk to my neighbors. I'm just here for farming. Also, screw you, Pierre. I don't like you. Just, I feel bad for you with this whole Joja Mart thing. But you're a jerk, Pierre. Rude. Skip. I don't like him. I don't like Morris the most. Pokemon, let's go capture God and make it into a fistfight with. You know, I'd like to argue that point. I I would really like to argue that point, but you have covered that pretty perfectly. Okay, so can I admit something here? We're all friends, right? Right? Nobody's gonna judge me too hard for this game admission. Um, I I don't much enjoy playing the mainline Pokemon games. Uh, I played Red, Blue, and Yellow. I have the pinball games, and I love them. And I have both Pokemon Snaps, and I think I've played those the most out of any. Like, the closest I've come to, like, really obsessively getting into a mainline Pokemon game since the first gen was probably Pokemon Stadium, and that's not a point in my favor. I know. I judge me all you want. It's fine. I would just much rather like Jane Goodall these Pokemon than Michael Vick them, I guess. Uh, so that's where I'm at. So yeah, I don't really do I don't really do a whole lot of like the newest Pokemon stuff because they don't make my type of Pokemon games much anymore. Like Pokemon New Snap was great. We should play that. We should stream that, yeah? That would be fun. Has Would you guys be interested in that if we did Pokemon New Snap and just like tried to get all the Pokemans? I personally would have fun with that, but I would like to know what you guys think. We could like alternate between Stardew and Pokemans if we wanted for cozy games. Just being comfy and chatting and doing nonsense cute stuff. None of our regular horror stuff. I'm gonna figure out how to play my good horror games for you guys because I got some of the PS2 good ones, and I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because I'm excited because like I love these games and I want to share them, and a lot of people like know they exist but never got the chance to play them or see them, and I want to share that experience. I want you guys to piss your pants over Kuon the first like I did the first time. I I want to share that joy because I love you. Yeah, that's what that is. That's exactly what that is. Trust me. Yeah. And then oh good, Leather and Lace, you're here for Pokemon Snaps. Goody. Yay. We'll do that maybe next week then. I used to work in a video game shop, and one of my coworkers mostly played like first person shooters, but one time I watched them just like nonchalantly achieve the 10,000 point shot in the N64 Pokemon Snap, uh, or whatever the top point was. There's one shot you can get in Pokemon Snap that like is the quote unquote perfect shot, and you can only get it in the final level. So that tells you what Pokemon it is. Uh, and you have to just get everything right. And my coworker and I were chatting, and they were testing out this game, and saw that like the save file on the game that we were testing happened to have the last level open, so they decided to play through test it that way. And I just kind of sat there with my mouth open. I'm not good at that kind of wizard magic, man. I I can sit here and do some weird puzzle shit for days. Like maybe we'll play some Mist. That would be a great little headache to share. But like, but nah, that reaction time, I I don't think I could ever achieve that level of wizardry, unfortunately. I move too slow. Any hoozle. Oh, I hate the sound of the flies. I hate the sound of the flies so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Uh. But yeah, I got some PS2 games that I want to play for you guys. As it stands, the only working PS2 I have at the moment is my Japanese PS2, which is cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Um, but my Japanese games are far more limited on that side as far as like NTSJ copies. Uh, but if we want to have a silly time, I have Taiko Drum Master, the anime opening edition, but again, this is PS2. So when we say anime opening, we are talking like do 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 do. Have you ever played Taiko Drum Master to the Sailor Moon theme? Because I have. I'm pretty okay at it. It's yeah, you can do that. We can do that. I've even got the drum to do it, so you can hear me boom 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 the entire time. You'll love the headache, right? No, just kidding. We'll probably do that one. We might do that one with the controller. I don't know how well the drum sound would translate. I don't think that would be too enjoyable an experience. Ah, very displeased. I have anti-streamer luck today. Well, just in this game, man. Do, 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 do. Oh, look at the cloud. Kitty. Kitty. Do, do, do. Unfortunately, I have some I mentioned earlier, I've got a couple of games that are turning 50 and I'd love to be able to show them to you, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of testing on that to see if that's at all viable. For many reasons. Number one, uh, I'm gonna have to do some research on how to connect a modern computer to an Atari 2600. That's where we're starting. Uh, and then I'm gonna have to see if it's worth it or if I'm just gonna make eyes bleed. Because I don't want to make eyes bleed. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Look at me go. Whee. But yeah, I don't know. If I can get the Atari to work, I think that would be amazing and kind of hilarious. If we just sat here and played like Tunnel Runner and, Yar's Adventure or even Frankenstein. You thought I might have just normal Atari games? No. No. Why would we have the normal stuff? Why would it just be Pac-Man? Silly. I need you. I need you. I need you. Thank you. Are we up to 6? Are we up to 6? 8. Oh, even better. We're up to 8. We're invincible. Famous last words. I like that you exist, but you're not what I need right now. I could use you. I could eat. Slime. Slime. No slime. 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 Yay. Haha, haha. Here we go. Doing the bare minimum. Oh god. Oh god, I am gonna die. Just so long as it's not a swarm, right? I have a friend who has a massive stockpile of old games and software. They consider them. That's really cool. That's really awesome. I I don't think I qualify as an archivist. I think I qualify as an enthusiast for bizarre and in some cases terrible games, but I love them. I don't know. I You're talking to somebody who genuinely enjoys Ed Wood's filmography for everything he tried to do and never accomplished. But yeah, I there are some games that are so bad they're camp. I mean, I'm intrigued by the idea of a video game archivist. That's really cool. I I would love to sit and talk with somebody about some of the weirder stuff. Be careful though, you get me started on that. You guys are going to come in for a stream one day thinking it's going to be a chill time only to find out that I have prepared a presentation to teach you all about like first few gen video game consoles and history, you know? Cuz that's what everybody wants. Just a 2-hour lecture on old Pong machines and weird Atari games. And that brings us right back to the weird controllers, because boy did the Atari have some weird controllers. Then again, every console at that time had a weird controller or three. Channel F had a Channel F reminded me of a phone more than a game console, if I'm being honest. It was also banana yellow. Banana. Banana. Ooh. Do you know if your archivist friend has like a favorite game or a favorite console? Just out of curiosity. Oh, that actually reminds me. Um, I was watching a video earlier today about like the hardest game from each console, and I took issue with their N64 choice because this video insisted. Well, no, I'm gonna let you guess. What do you think this video said was the hardest N64 game? I want to see what you folks. I want to see what you folks might say. What you would think would be the hardest N64 game to beat. Because I have opinions, and I'm not necessarily saying like the most difficult as far as technical skill, but it could be a mix of technical skill and like mechanical limitations, right? So so my first thought, everybody's gonna say like you'd think everybody's gonna say Superman 64, but my first thought is actually Buck Bumble, where you are uh, a weaponized bee in an English garden. You gotta save the day. It is as janky as it comes. I love that game. Their favorite game is Stardew. Oh, that's adorable. I love that. That is so good. I went the wrong way. I was so busy talking about N64 games that habit took over, like a genius type person, and I went the nope way. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. It makes sense that Star Siege still has like such a large community. boom, 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 boom. Pantry, I don't want pantry, I want this one. Yay! 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 I did it! But yeah, so this video made the piping hot claim that the hardest game on the N64 was Jet Force Gemini. I I'm going to enthusiastically disagree with that take. Because even if you're just going on hard to control and you don't want to think about Buck Bumble, Space Station Silicon Valley exists. And that is a trippy game if ever there was one. Because in that game, what you do, it's oh my god, it's so weird. So what you do is you control a chip, like a computer chip. And you jump from and like different creatures to different creatures to get through this 3D platformer. Basically. It's it's somewhere between like a Rayman and a Kirby. I know I'm not explaining it right. But Space Station Silicon Valley is like the best type of drugs for the N64. It's so bizarre. It doesn't make sense on most levels, but then you throw all the pieces together and it's you can vibe with it. You can like jam with it. Um yeah, Caddy. You were joking around a while back with your buddy parody of movie of the game. Nina Hartley played the award. Down came the glitches and burned us in ditches we slept after eating. Bro. Oh, so I know what you were doing there. Speaking of one Robert Zobert, I I actually had a conversation with coworkers the other day about the song Dragula and about how ultimately it's a covert Munsters reference. You know the Munsters, right? The old black and white TV show where Frankenstein married the daughter of Dracula and they had the Wolfman as a baby and he was their son Eddie and their poor unfortunate niece Marilyn lived with them and she was a blonde bombshell and it was so unfortunate because she didn't take after the family and that whole show. Yeah. Grandpa, the legally distinct from Dracula character, his car was the Dragula. Oh, that's actually dialogue from the game. Oh my god, because that scans perfectly to Dragula by Robert Zobert. Down came the glitches and burned us in ditches. Yeah, Dragula is the name of Grandpa's car that you see Herman Munster driving around a lot. So, I mean, Rob Zombie is a huge Munsters fan. That's why he did the remake he did a couple of years back. Um, he's a monsters nut. Like that's one of his favorite series. Listening to that man talk about the Munsters is like I don't know, man. It's cute to watch people get super excited about their favorite things, you know? I like watching people get excited and passionate about things, especially if it's something I know almost nothing about and can just barely follow along, but I can. That I'm not just sitting there completely lost and like, okay, okay. No, I like it when I can be like, yeah, I know 20% of what you're talking about. Oh no, that's not good. That can't be good. Is everything dead? Are all my plants died? Welcome to Welwick's Oracle. Can you show me some grace? Neutral. I don't. That's not what I was looking for. I am 31 days into this game, And I have yet to have a day where the spirits are actually in a good mood. I I I don't have streamer luck. I have cursed by the Fae luck. Ah, you lost your shorts. I know where they are. I know where your shortses are. I'm not gonna get them for you anytime soon, but I know where they are. Kitty! Kitty, let me love you! Yeah! I need to make money. I have 4 monies. That is not enough monies. I need so many monies. Every monies. Do, 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 do. Uh. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. Get over here. And you know what? You know what? Now we have enough space to actually carry things. It's not just going to be getting 2 levels down and then we got nothing else we can do. Oh, hey. We're just going to keep going down. We're going to open up these mines. You ever play PF in your Friday game? Your rolls are straight up booty cheeks, but when I'm DMing my pirate game, I can't seem to roll below 15 against the PCs. Oh, I I knew somebody once who had such bad luck in a tabletop dice game that when he went home, he took his most problematic die and put it in the microwave and lined up all the rest of his dice in front of the microwave so they could watch the divine retribution what would be wrought upon them should they continue such behavior. From what I recall, his dice worked better in the next game, but it was a diminishing return sort of thing. It wasn't a forever fix. You know, normal things. They're terrified of your upcoming custom created side quest. I mean, if the dice are rolling in your favor like that, I would be terrified of a tea party you planned in game. Yay! Anything is a weapon at that point. The scone is deadly. Dice do need demonstrations to keep them in line. Dice are just avatars of chaos. Entropy made manifest. Change my mind. Hi, buddy. I'm doing this with such the wrong sword. I'm gonna die so hard. Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're mad. Oh, no. Yeah, bye. Did I killed you? Did you died? I think you died. Yay. Bye forever. Flower. Ugh. 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 Down the hole. Giggity. Carrot. Ah! Ah! Oh! Rude. You didn't give me a crab. I wanted a crab. I feel lied to. I have been cheated out of a crab. Please to give. You did not give. Somebody give me a crab. Not crabs, a crab. They're entirely different things, and I'm being very distinctive here. It's important you recognize that. But somebody give me a crab. Boop. Boop. Yay. Oh, I hate you. I hate the larva. Until I actually have a decent sword, I hate the larva. Crab cakes totally count if I can eat them. There's a lot of things I can't eat. So gotta discuss them ingredients in that crab cake, but crab cakes count. I uh I have a actually I have a surgery coming up in a few months. And one of the things I'm gonna do is like make a whole bunch of food and freeze it in preparation. And one of the things I'm probably gonna make is just like some crab cakes because they're easy to throw in a pan and cook for 5 minutes and then eat. And you can do a lot with them, and they're full of protein and good stuff, so I don't have to try super hard to like stay healthy. With a giant asterisk because they're still gonna be tasty. Not gonna make them totally healthy, just the fun amount of healthy. Yeah, I'm excited for the surgery. It's gonna hopefully be good and fix a thing that's been trying to kill me for most of my life. My body has been actively fighting me for actually, yeah, most of my life. I forgot to grab all of my tools from the mines, y'all. I'm so good at this. Um, but yeah, so hopefully this big old fat issue won't be a big old fat issue anymore, and I can just be a normal fish and not have trouble breathing sometimes. And yeah, it'll hopefully fix things. We'll find out. We'll find out together, but I'm it's promising. But that does mean that there's probably going to be like a couple months where I'm just going to be or a couple weeks rather, not months. A couple weeks where I'm just kind of like lazy and loopy and cozy, and we might watch some movies while I'm in surgery or recovery. Maybe we'll find a movie or three to watch, and that'll be some cozy fun times. Your crab cake recipe includes egg, crab meat, green onion, garlic, fresh squeezed lemon, and red pepper. I understand not liking mayo. I don't agree with you, but I understand it. I think there's a good way to do it, and I think most American mayos suck because all they taste like is heavy fat instead of some sort of flavor. Whereas a good mayo almost should be like custard. I didn't forget things. I'm just super dumb. Oh my god. Look at me go. I am so dumb. I'm going to end up invincible. It's just going to be one of those things where like I'm so dumb that the laws of the universe no longer like apply to me. There's just a vortex of impossibility and stupidity. I like your crab cake recipe though. I might steal that if that's okay. That might be my crab cake recipe now, comrade. Our crab cake recipe. Yeah. So yeah, stuff and things. Um while I'm thinking of looking ahead, I did want to mention that I'm going to try to get a schedule out tomorrow or Saturday for this next week. And I said before, but to reiterate, I'm probably gonna move Uma Musume to like Tuesday nights or something. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, but I do wanna do some of my longer, spookier plays on Sunday, so I have time to actually sit there and play with you guys before I become an eepy fish. Because once I start to eeps, it's just downhill from there. Yeah, I get that. As far as mayo just being a big glob of mush for you, uh, I I like it in context. I'm not gonna like put mayo on everything. And um I had somebody make me a grilled cheese where instead of using butter they used mayo, but they used too much mayo. Because a little bit, sure, it's a fat. It makes sense. do the thing. But they used so much mayo that it, like the bread was soggy and it made me want to hork real bad. Like I was in a situation where I could not eat the sandwich for politeness standards and like maintaining social relationships and collateral and all that I desperately needed at the time. But every bite I just wanted to revisit the wrong way. Like, oh my god. Cast iron is so useful. It's a low level spell, but it gets stronger the more seasoned the wizard is. That's so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I love that. Oh. Oh. I want to pet that joke on the head. I want to give a good head pats for being a good joke. I hate the fly noises. I hate the fly noises. I hate the fly noises. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It makes me think that there's like a body I need to find hiding somewhere on my farm. Wrong game, Corey. I know, but for real, I feel like they're swarming because there's something bad that I need to go find that is starting to decay. We here at Coartico have happy, bright, and cheerful thoughts all the time, every time. Nothing but joy, nothing but bright, cheerful sunshine. you know, anglerfish. We live in the twilight zone where it's so dark that 90+% of the light is unable to reach us. Yeah, dark and spooky is just kind of my native vibe. Bunny! I saw bunny, 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 bunny. I want the bunny. I want the bunny. Bunny, bunny, bunny. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Man, that show is so good. That show is so good. Did you know? I'm just dropping trivia and lore and nonsense tonight, I guess. I keep forgetting to do things because I'm too busy talking to you. Um, did you know that the guy who plays Zuko, Dante Bosco, is like the turboiest turbo nerd to ever turbo nerd? Um, so he's, I mean, you know him as Zuko, but also he's American Dragon Jake Long. But also, if you've ever seen Hook, where Robin Williams is Peter Pan, he's Peter's second in command in The Lost Boys. Ah, 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 no, stop, go away, go. Yay! Yes, Rufio. That's the number two in Hook. Rufio, Rufio. Not that I watched that movie obsessively as a child or anything. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You got it. But he doesn't just play characters for turbo nerds. He is himself a turbo nerd. So, he has done cosplay for cosplay music videos as some of his characters, like as American Dragon Jake Long, as Rufio. Uh, Tumblr did like the Tumblr fandoms for different events go kind of hard, and one of them was okay. Okay, so we're going like third layer of nerd hole here. So in Legend of or Avatar Last Airbender, I almost said Legend of Korra. In Avatar Last Airbender, um one of There was a thing that happened for a long time where the fandom took issue with the way the story ended because in okay, I gotta take a step back here. I'm so sorry. Uh, Nickelodeon did a sort of pop up trivia video version of the first episode, that two parter. And in that, they made mention of the fact that Zuko and Katara in the initial script were supposed to end up together, but the storyline got rowlinged, by which I mean halfway through development, the creators started reading fan fiction of their own creation, and so followed the loudest parts of the fandom to fulfill their OTPs, which is how we got Aang and Katara. But initially, and this episode has like since been lost to time of this little pop up trivia video. Nickelodeon. Yeah, I remember it too. It lives rent free in my brain too. I'm right there with you. But any hoozle, Zuko and Katara allegedly supposed to end up together. So Tumblr used to host fandom weeks among the there was a Zutara week, I think was the ship name, among the Tumblr fandom for that particular ship within that franchise. And Dante motherfucking Bosco used to write slam poetry about the Zutara ship. This man is a professional actor. This man was a fully grown adult, a tax paying individual with back problems. And he was writing slam poetry about the character he portrayed, and that character's meant to be cartoon girlfriend. I just I need you to soak that one in. Dante Bosco is a level of nerd that I could only aspire to be. Like how do you become that cool and that nerdy at the same time? I want to know the calculus on that personally. I want to study the science of it. Real sword, real sword, real sword. I love you, real sword, real sword. Oh my god. Bye bye, bye forever. All right. You want to talk Nickelodeon? I'm gonna bring you back a hot minute. Let's see how deep your nostalgia goes. Do you remember the Blue Barracudas? I mean, there was also what, the Purple Monkeys and the Red Parrots, I believe, but the Blue Barracudas were obviously the best. But do you remember them? Do you? Do you? I do. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Again, I'm just a vehicle for memes and references. I'm sorry. This is what you signed up for. I am yes, I am actively trying to avoid the bugs right there. I don't like them. They are the worst. Yay! Uh-oh. 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 Come on. Purple monkeys reminded you of grape ape. That is that is understandable. I never made that connection. Uh-oh. I'm not doing great here, boys. Uh-oh. I don't think we're gonna succeed in this level. I don't think this is for us. I don't know all of those acronyms. I'm dumb. I don't think it's weird connections. I just think it's connections that we stop looking for as we get older. I think we get so conditioned to look for like the pragmatic and the practical that we stop necessarily defaulting to whimsy. And I think that's one thing kids have is the ability to just put everything aside and live with an imagination for 5 minutes. Oh, okay. I respect fat fingers. I have tiny little nubbins. Um, I don't have good fingers. I have tiny little nubbins and they only work half the time. So I understand that. I thought I was just a dumb old fish that didn't understand the lingos all you kids use nowadays. What with your internets and your book faces and your I don't know, your tic tacs, whatever it is you got. Oh, hi. That's exciting. I'm gonna come back. I didn't realize I got a scroll. You are going to take this. Oh, rolling in money. I appreciate you, McNit. I appreciate you. Uh, I do have I do have one more thing on the docket that I need to play soon. Um, so I I am excuse me. I am hoping to pull out some of my old cartridges and test them out and see which ones need surgery like me and which ones are good to go also like me. And I have a couple SNES games that I'm really excited to play. Uh One of which is Donkey Kong Country and well, two, I guess, Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2. I love those games very much and I want to play them on stream and share them. Uh as far as Donkey Kong Country goes, I I know I played that game so much when I was younger. I had cousins that I would just like we would just hang out and play that and like two or three other games. And man, we would we would waste hundreds of lives trying to find any and all hidden secrets. So I know some weird ones. Um and I really like getting to show them off because unless you're like super deep into the game lore and stuff, you probably have no idea on some of them. And I don't mean to sound like a hipster. I just know that I've made people scream before showing them like level cuts. I had somebody shout at me, not quite angrily, but almost despairingly, because I showed them how to beat what they thought was the hardest level on the first Donkey Kong Country in under a minute. Um, and they'd suffered for many years without that knowledge and had to do the thing the normal way. But we fixed it. All right, what do you think? Are the spirits going to be just like the grumpiest shits ever today? Because that's what I'm thinking. A little extra luck. We can take a few for a little extra luck, I suppose. Blah, 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 blah. I love the summer music. Like, okay, I think the winter music is honestly my favorite in this game, but I do love the summer music so much. It's such a vibe. Da, 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 da. Ba, da, da. Ba, 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 ba. Uh, I still I still wanna I'm still toying with the idea of people seeds, just so you know. I am absolutely toying with the idea of doing a modded file just for people seeds. Uh, you might not be able to stop me if you want to. All right, time is a thing. Rude. Rude. With songs they've sung in 1,000 elevators. They go to the lift. Blah, blah, blah. It's 8. Let me in. I even waited a whole 10 minutes to be polite. Totally didn't lose track of things, no. I was being polite. I was being the most politest polite to ever polite. Yay! Gimme! Yay! Gimme! Thank you. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. Ah! I got a shirt from the sand. Okay. First, I got one from a tree last time. Now I got one from worms. Do you think do you think maybe they're trying to honor the jank? Do you think maybe that's it? They're trying to respect the jank by giving me stuff what should never be found in the dirt and in trees. Janking itself up for their queen. I might just choose to believe that. Homage to their queen. Me. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the noise. I hate the noise once the music dies. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, ah. Oh, no. Double no. Extra no. Nine dunka. We got a full tree. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna tap that tree. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Boy howdy. I didn't have anything for that chest. Look at me go. I'm killing it today. I yearn. I yearn. Let's yearn. Let's yearn together. Easily distracted fish. Blah, blah. No, I'm gonna tap the tree. I need to be able to make copper bars. So I need more copper. So I can make a furnace. So I can make a copper bar. So I can have copper bars. And then I can make a tapper. And then I can collect pine tar and maple syrup. And the other one, oak resin. Oak resin, that's the other one. Yeah, that guy. Bob. Let's go kill things. Haha. Bye. Bye. Oh no. You're gonna make me, aren't you? I swear, those bugs are like my least favorite part of this entire game. Bye bye. Bye bye. And another one down, and another one down. Another one bites the dust. Hey, gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Your turn. Yeah. Hi. Bye. Hi. Bye. Hi. Uh-oh. Bye. Bye-bye. Why are there so many this time? Is it because I ran away last time? The game is exacting its vengeance? Its slimy vengeance? Ah! 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 Uh! Ah! Oh, you kidding me? No. Stay over there. I don't want you. Rude. It's just the rudest. Unbelievable. Oh, hey, you're what I came here for. Hi. 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 Yay! I killed you before you became a problem. Da 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 da. Alright. We're gonna try to make it down to level 30. I'm not gonna go fancier than that right now. I'm getting a little tired. I've been up since like 5 or 6 this morning. So it's been a long day for me. Uh, but yeah. I I don't know. I'm excited we're doing this. I'm excited that we're able to fight against the jank as much as we are and have stuff and things. Oh, but what I was saying before, my weird guilty confession thing. Uh, I have had a game that I have wanted to play, but I have held off playing it because it was my reward for actually getting my streamer up. I set myself a goal and it was gonna be my whole thing that I would finally get to play this game because I finally got Coari working after many years and attempts and failures and janks and sitcom level absurdities. Uh it was it was really important to me that I had a reward at the end of it. So I we're gonna we're gonna play the newest Zelda together. You know the one that came out like 3 years ago. I have only like played an hour of it just to kind of see what it was like and motivate myself the week it came out, and it has been sitting on my shelf since, waiting for me to be able to do this. So, soon we're going to be playing some Zelda. And by some, I mean all of it. We will be doing so much Zelda. We might do Breath of the Wild first and then Tears of the Kingdom, which, makes kind of sense. But I promise to be reasonable about Breath of the Wild and not play it like I did the first time, where I 100%ed everything in the game like a crazy person. Um, we'll stay more in line with like common sane sensibilities this time, and I don't know, maybe not do every single last thing the game has ever acquired or suggested or thought about, and just do the normal level of completionist nonsense. We'll see. I might change my mind. You might change my mind. But yeah, we'll probably do Breath of the Wild and then Tears of the Kingdom. I think I'll torture you as such. Spoiler, you will plan to be reasonable. You will not be reasonable. You're right. You're right. I won't be. I'm going to pretend to be, but I won't be. I'm going to try and I'm going to pretend and I'm going to hope and I'm going to disappoint both of us. But it's okay. uh, boy howdy. Now there will realistically, knowing my love for the Zelda franchise, there is a real chance that we might be doing like 12-hour play days uh once we get into the meat of it, just cuz I don't know, I Zelda. I Zelda. I Zelda, you Zelda, he, she, it Zeldas. It's all first grade, SpongeBob. Yeah. Zoraldo. World of Zoraldo. You can only disappoint someone with expectations. I have none. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad I won't disappoint you with your lack of expectations. That's a relief. Alright. I think I think we're probably gonna finish out the weekend here and then call it for the night, because I just realized I did not eat dinner. And lest I knew that was a requirement for life. Um, so yeah, we're probably gonna play like 2 more days, and then I'm gonna go figure out how to put food in my face hole. Uh, I'm killing it, and by it, I might mean my physical form. Would would you still love me if I were a gaseous entity? I don't I don't think I'll come back as a worm, but I might just drop the body and float around a while. Would you still love me if I were a gaseous entity? I hope so. Whee! Fightin', fightin', and fightin', fightin', and oh, it's Dork. I'm afeared. Oh, that means the spooky dudes are here. Yeah? Spooky dudes? Ah! You know what helps in situations like this is a glow ring. You know what we can't afford is a glow ring. We'll get there. I have the strangest luck in this game. Like I found one of the like crazy hard to get swords, but I don't think I've ever actually found a glow ring in the mines. Yeah, take that. Yeah, also that. Bye-bye. I hear you. I can't see you for now I can see you. And you die. Oh look, light. I saw the light. Stuff. Things. Oh no, I see you. I saw your eyes this time. Ha! Take that, and some of that, and one of those. Hi. Hi. Howdy. Bye bye. You are rude, and you were not invited to my party. Come on. It's time for you to die. Thank you. We appreciate your cooperation here at Koariko. I thought so. I thought I saw you. Oh, I see. So where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Say there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Say peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Yes. Scream for me, bat. Ha ha. Ha ha. I have outsmarted you with the power of a torch. Would you please? Thank you. Man, I'm just Mr. Popularity here today, aren't I? Hi. Hi. Man, it's a good thing they don't make some sort of annoying sound when you hit them or anything. That would be the worst. That would just be. Could you imagine how obnoxious that would be if they just made some like high pitched, annoying, sort of like distorted sound every time you hit them? I don't know what I'd do. I am not Mr. Helpful, and that is a blessing from the gods. They're not dropping anything. How strange. Boop. Boop. No boop. I saw you before you had the chance, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, I want to go down one more. Just one more. I'm not going to be greedy. I just want one more. Please. Hey! We did it. Da 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 da. I want to check my numbers. See how we're progressing. Ooh, look at that. 5% of slimes. Got most of my cave insects. It's the bad noise. It's the bad noise. Ah. Why? 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 Why can't I just have nice things? Oh, I'm not gonna make it down there in time. Okay. I was thinking we'd bring the I think I need to bring the earth crystal to Gunther. I can't remember if I brought him one or not already. Yeah. So I was thinking we'd do that, but no, it was 5:30 already. He would be closing up by the time I got there, and then I would be up shit creek without a pal. As far as all my plans go. Dort my plans. Weekend has knife things. Yes, weekend has nice knife. Ah! Yes, weekend has knife things. Ah! Why you make me words? Why? It's utterly unnecessary. Mine, mine, mine. Caddy, 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 caddy water, caddy water. Neko wa doko ni? Neko-chan. Neko, 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 doko ni? Ah! Filth! Debris! Shame! Neko-chan! Hi, I love you, bye-bye. Yeah, take a kitty nap. You deserve it. You worked hard today, being all kitty. Yeah, my little guy. Yeah. Guess what? Guess what? I think we have enough copper. It's stone that I need, not coal. I knew that. I totally knew that. I was testing you.
Yes. Yes.
Now I need you. Boop, boop, boop. Are you really a gamer if you don't supply all of your own sound effects? It's the age-old question, isn't it? You can go... meow. Wah. And this is how we set the farm on fire, boys and girls. Everything's fine. Tell me that you're alright, and everything is alright. Oh, please tell me that you're alright, and everything is alright. Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Yay! See, it worked. I knew it would work. Persistence is key. Night night. Nighty nighty night. Oh, good. Oh. Oh. McKnit, we were talking about things you hadn't seen before. This is one of them. We can also has the hooch baby, the freshy noses. I appreciate you. So you might have noticed our TV doesn't right now. And you might notice the colors is wrong. This is what happens in a green rain. With any luck, I'm gonna end up with some funky new trees. Yeah. I didn't mean to kill you. I'm sorry. I wanted you to survive. My aim is bad. Green, green rain falling on me. Don't wanna be a tree. No, I'm caught in green rain. Oh, I guess I'm a tree. Saw the weather report last night. Okay, okay. Well, I guess if we want to run away from our farm and this very green rain, we have a place to go. But I don't know, I like it. I feel cozy, don't you? Nice and cozy in our new fern gully. I feel cozy. That cold green November rain. Yeah, you got it. You get it. I didn't mean to take all of you. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doodle. Organese. Get in there. Thank you. I appreciate the cooperation, friend. Excuse you. Yay. Yay. Hi, you're gonna stay. I ain't doing shit to you. I think you're... Oh, no, I am doing shit to you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do shit to you. I'm sorry. I thought you were outside of my hitbox. I was a fool. So green rains are good. They make for happy fish. Sometimes you get weird trees in the green rain. I don't think I got any weird trees in the green rain. Oh, but both of my trees grown up. Look at that. They're all grown up. All grown up trees. Look at you. You're so pretty. I'm so proud. I'm such a proud tree mom. Look at you. Aw. They get so big so fast. Ha! I did it. Take that, hitbox. Alright, can I do it again? Yes, I can. Oh, look at me go. Hot diggity. I wanted some fun, weird trees. Worms! Hi, worms! Hi, worms! Mine, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Pal World or Valheim? You know, I've been wanting to play Pal World. Something about that just, it hits me in the right spot. You know, I want to check it out. That's one I've been looking at. Yeah. Making the copper. Making the little copper and the big copper. We're gonna go exploring. Look at that! That's exactly what I was talking about. Hi. You see these trees? These are not normal trees. These aren't your mother's trees. These are turbo trees. Ah, helps if I hit the actual tree, doesn't it? One, two, three, four, five. Oh, I'm so excited we got a green rain. I love the green rain so much. Pal World was fun when you were playing. You just backed off during the changes they started making during the lawsuit, not to side against them, just to wait. That makes sense. I totally get that. I completely get that vibe, man. That makes sense to me. Yay! Look at all the things and stuff. Ah, so many seeds. I'm gonna be unstoppable next time we pull this game up. I'm gonna have so many things to plant. So many things to do. Never gonna want for fiber. Eh. Oh, excellent. That's awesome. We're gonna see about finding any more of those. Wahoo. Wahoo! And this time, I'm gonna be a smart cookie. Look at me not doing the same mistake over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm growing as a person. You're watching this development live in action. Isn't it awesome? Don't you feel special? You should. You totally should. Not every day you get to watch a dumbass develop. Oh, yay, more fern. Gimme. Thank you. Gimme. Thank you. Give. Please to give. Please to give. Please give. Please. Give. Give, please. Please give. See, all you gotta do is be polite, and the game plays just fine. Clearly. Please to give. Ooh. Ooh. Let's check up here. Let's see what happened up here. Whoa. I know I have all these rocks to break up. I'm not doing that right now. I am focused on plant. You can stay there. You feel pretty cool, Bush. I want to find another fern tree. That was nice. I want more of that. I want I want more of them fern sandwiches. Oh, McNit, that's sad. That made me sad. Oh, I don't know. I think being kind gets you a lot of places. I think politeness can be weaponized just like anything else can, but there's a good value to it. But I think kindness is a marker of let me find a way to say this. I think kindness is a marker of a soul. I think the ability to be compassionate enough to show kindness to another person or another living creature is is one of those things that really connects everybody. And I mean body, you know. I've seen dogs be kind. I've seen pet rats be kind. I've seen humans be kind. It's not an exclusively human trait. It's not an exclusively mammalian trait necessarily. Though you see it more in mammals, I suppose. Way more in mammals. But I think kindness is just an expression of the soul. There's your hot kawaii take for the day. For as much as I like to goof off and make terrible jokes and like be irreverent, I think it's foundational to be kind. Oh, thank you. I love you guys too. I'm glad you're all here. I'm grateful for everybody for sticking around through my silliness and all of my jank and all of my nonsense and my terrible jokes and my inability to words sometimes, because that's profound. That's totally here. Totally taking the center stage sometimes. But yeah, no, I love you guys. I'm glad that I'm able to make you smile and play games and make you giggle and maybe show you cool things you hadn't seen before, because that's also like one of my favorite things is opening up the world to people, basically. Like, oh, you like this band? Did you know that there's a version of this band from Siberia that does really cool things? And then somebody finds a whole new genre of music they like, or falls in love with a whole new culture or a whole new way of thinking or a whole new side of the world, or just knows that that exists now for the first time. I think that's a type of magic. personally. I think that's one of the mundane magics that humans can do. Man, I'm getting all philosophical on you, aren't I? I'm sorry. We just came here to farm. And instead I'm throwing feelings and beliefs and the deep heavy thinks at you. I'm so sorry. What was I thinking? Well, that was the problem. I started to think, huh? Can't have that happen. We'll go all sorts of weird places if we let that happen too much. Quick, somebody give me a picture book. Fix this. Picture book and juice box, let's go. Fern! Hi, you're mine now. Actually, no, I'll leave you. I'll see what happens if I leave you. No, I'll see what happens if I leave you. You are coming home. Kuari, what did you do during the sudden freak green rainstorm? Oh, you know, just normal things. I chopped down every oversized fern I could find within the neighborhood. Exhausted myself pulling grass. This is why I don't have friends, you know. This shit right here is why my character has no friends. Well, that and I don't talk to anybody. I just go to the mines and I just farm. That probably doesn't help. But you know, who's counting really? Oh man, I'm probably gonna not make it to bed in time. I'm probably gonna face consequences of my actions. Boy howdy, looks like the consequences of my own actions are coming back to bite me in the ass. Thank God I'm not on one of the bigger farms. Could you imagine? Wrong button. Yay. Okay. Time to go to bed. Kitty. Bed. Yes. Oh, bye, Leatherlace. We're actually probably going to be cutting the stream here. Yeah. I think we're going to cut the stream here after this. I just want to see what the farm looks like now. If there's any major difference. Okay. Yeah. So, I am going to stop playing the Stardew. We're gonna pop back over out of the screen for a minute, so buckle your pants. Hi. I'm so glad you were here, and I'm so glad you were watching that game and had fun, and thank you for the wonderful conversations. We should do more of that. I like that. Like I said, I'm gonna be putting the schedule out this week, probably tomorrow or the day after that, the after tomorrow. So if you want me to play a special game or a specific game on a specific day, let me know. I'll probably make a post so you can make suggestions or recommendations about things you might want to watch me play or when you might want me to play something. You know, yeah, I'm really excited to hopefully be playing Eternal Darkness here soon. But we also gotta finish the not humans. We gotta finish the no humans. Because I wanna get some endings. I know, like I mentioned, I know about one ending in that, but I know there's many more, so I wanna do the thing. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that, and yeah. So, okay. I'm gonna go put food in my face so I don't die. Cause I haven't done that. I'm bad at this game. Okay. And thank you again for coming by and hanging out and being so much fun. I love you guys. Let's go.